Hi, and welcome back into day 8. Now, one thing you may have already noticed about prioritization, but an essential part of planning is, on the one hand, having a sense of a goal, a vision, whether it's for the day or for the year, but at the same time, not overreaching. Very often, if you look back at to-do lists and you see what's been achieved and what's been ticked off, what hasn't, you'll see that some of them were simply unrealistic, that our expectations were too high. And it's not just that we're setting expectations too high for ourselves, it's that we have perhaps given other people unrealistic expectations as well. So a really important part of prioritization is communicating our intentions to others. Otherwise, again, we will constantly be caught in this tension between what we have planned to do, what we want to do, and what we think we should do because other people are expecting things. So make sure that as you come up with your plan of prioritization, you communicate that you give other people realistic guidelines for what to expect. You can forget all that for the moment though. Make sure that you're comfortable. We're going to sit upright with the back straight. Eyes open. Nice soft focus. And when you're ready, just taking some big deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And breathing out, just closing the eyes. Just feeling the weight of gravity just pressing down into the seat or the floor beneath you. Just getting comfortable, enjoying that feeling of having stopped. And just settling in to the space around you, not thinking about any sounds, but just allowing the different sounds to come and go. And then just bringing the attention back to the body now. Just checking in. Notice how you feel. No right or wrong as you scan down through the body, not thinking about the sensations, just noticing as you apply that steady, even scan all the way down to the toes. Now, if you haven't done already, just shifting that attention to the breath. So just a very general sense of where you feel that movement. Remember, if you can't feel anything, just gently placing your hand on your stomach. And just beginning to notice the rhythm of the breath in a little more detail now. Noticing when the breaths are long, deep, and noticing when the breaths are short and shallow. And as you continue to follow the breath, just starting to count the breaths as they pass. We're going to count up to 10, just as we did yesterday. So 5 complete cycles. No real effort required, just resting the attention. That rising and falling sensation. Noticing when the mind has wandered, and in that moment letting it go. And just picking up the counting from where you left off. So it doesn't matter what kind of thinking distracts us. Even thinking about this exercise, if we're thinking in any way, just realizing it, letting it go, and coming back to the breath again. And just now letting go of the focus on the breath. And just for a few moments, allowing the mind to do whatever it wants to do. Just starting to notice the space around you, the sounds in particular. You can open your eyes, have a stretch when you feel ready. But as always, taking the time to pause to notice how you feel. Putting in that intention to pause at least 5 times a day now, just for a minute each time. Just letting go of thinking, focusing softly, focusing the attention on the breath, and then returning to whatever you're doing at the moment. And remember that idea that we started off with today, that expectation setting. If I think about kind of different friends, when I send them, it's just one example, but when I send them an email, there are some friends I expect an email back immediately. And I expect that because that's what they've always done. There are other friends I know it will take a week. So I expect it in a week's time. It's a surprise if it comes early. It's really important to remember the messages and the signals that we're sending out to other people and the way that we're communicating how we use our time, how we're prioritizing things in our life. Just something to think about. I'll see you back here tomorrow for day 9.